Hi there, human. I apologize for my look, but I didn't really know in what form you would want me to appear, so I just went with this one. I do hope it isn't too outworthy. You look like you have seen a ghost. Or that is, I believe, the human expression they use for surprise on Earth. I believe this is what you humans call it. Wow. Seems like your hypersleep is wearing off slower than I expected. I will need to take it into consideration next time. Let me just make a memo with... yeah, all the time. We have been observing the human race for a long time now. It's quite fascinating, actually, I must say. The amount of... I would introduce myself, but I don't really have a name a human would be able to pronounce. So why don't you give me one if it makes the conversation a bit easier for you? That sounds lovely. We don't really have gendered name, I suppose, like you do on Earth. However, this isn't important right now. What's more important is that you feel comfortable. We do have experiments to oh, don't worry, none of these experiments will be painful, although that is relative. What hurts for one human doesn't for the other and causes pleasure to the third. So let's just say I will not cause you any lasting damage. Yeah, I promise. After all, you are not here to suffer. No, far from it. You're here because of the fine specimen you are. We wanted to do some tests on you so we can have these results for research purposes. That's all. Imagine if we would hurt all humans or other species we test. Half the universe would be empty. Yes. We do make loads of these experiments and tests. We gather information, and as a young species such as yourself, it's quite fascinating to work on you, I must say. Some other species say, oh, why would you study humans? They're unimportant. But I don't agree. Your contribution will help me greatly. You just stay right here, and I want you to answer a couple of my questions if you don't mind. Me? Oh, no, I haven't seen any of you in person before. I was only an assistant before, but now I've done everything the higher-ups wanted me to do, so now I can make my own experiments on your species. This is my first time, and I'm very, very excited. I want to make the meeting impactful and find out everything you have to offer to me. I think we will start with some questions and then go from there. What do you reckon? Just so I know a bit more about you and I can specify the tests a bit better. Wonderful. If any of these questions get too hard, please state it so I will be able to adjust the difficulties to a more suitable level according to your capabilities. I do hope you will cooperate with me though. So, as I do want this experience to be exciting for the both of us. I mean, I am already very excited just because I am here with an actual test subject. Please just hold the questions for after the tests. I will answer your... Fine. I will let you ask this time. What is that you want to know? Excuse me? Probing? I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe there's a problem with the speech converter I use. Let me just see the configuration of this real quick. It seemed like it's working fine, so I'm not sure. But of course, I don't speak your human languages. there's a lot of them. We are just a language to each of the humans we do assessment on. It's the easiest way. I'm talking on my own language, but you hear it in yours. Isn't this cool? It's very useful, but other languages sometimes mix up, especially with the ones that sound very similar to each other. Hold. Fine. I will slow down. I know the generated sleep can be a bit draining and disorienting. Do you want something to drink? No. Something to eat? Okay. No, we don't really have human foods, but we have a food generator thing. I can't really explain it in your language, but it could generate some food that you enjoy. Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, that's fair enough. So, I wouldn't poison it, by the way. Okay. You can ask me one more question, human. Tentacles? Where did that came from? No, me personally, I don't have tentacles. Actually, there isn't many of the species I know that have them. You humans must have some very interesting idea on what we look like, or movies down on Earth. I wonder if I could actually watch some of them when I have time for this. Let me just note tentacle movies from Oh, you were right. Did I say something wrong? you were coughing. I will have to make a note on these two, actually. Involuntary reaction. Cough when mentioning a type of movies human enjoy. Reason unknown. Need more research on the topic. Right. So now, my turn, human. I know basic things about your species, such as outside design, so to speak, and how different you are. Most of the ones we have on our planet look almost identical before we would take up any other form. Yeah, we have our limitations, but most can shapeshift. I mean, obviously, I don't really look like this in my day-to-day life. I just thought it would be easier on the eye for a human to look like a human as much as possible. Obviously, I can't replicate it completely, but I think I got close enough with, but as I was saying, if I would be in my original form, it would be way too scary for you. But say, I feel like you are way too comfortable with the situation you have right now. Most humans I heard that have been beamed up, I suppose, were more scared than you are. You seem like you are enjoying the situation at hand. How remarkable. Do you mind if I just have a better look at you, Just in case I have caused lasting damage in your brain that seemed to make this encounter more enjoyable than most people would experience. Let me just... Nothing that shows on our equipments. Nothing that shows, and our equipments are way more advanced than you have on your planet. How odd. Well, this just opens up a whole new opportunity for us. I want you to put this on. Oh, sorry about that. I was just admiring the design. Is that considered you where you came from? Because I don't think you should worry about that at all. You're quite easy on the eye, I must say, human. Oh, these will give me more accurate reading on your health level, heart rate, blood pressure, brain function, so on. I won't really go into details. Let's just say that. Why would I leave the room? The point is that I'm here to adjust everything. Privacy. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, so I will not leave. Besides, your presence here, well, isn't completely, how to say that, justified? What I mean is that you're not supposed to be here. I only just got the green light for these experiments this morning. If we adjust to your planet's time distribution, well, more specifically to your country, so I should have someone with me while I make these, one of the mothers, so to speak. No, it's more about their position than anything else. Isn't this exciting though? You are a human being here with me right now, even if you're not supposed to be here, and I'm talking to you about the mothers too. I'm so excited. I could just do their kind of experiments on you right now. Oh, there's well, I think I need to explain it a bit more than that, more of these experiments. These are mostly endurance tests. You see, on our planet, most of the ones who could reproduce are unable to for some reason. It's one of the greatest mysteries of our generation. Their genetic change to a point where we are not able to for some reason. We still have no idea why. Well, reproduce. So we're roaming the universe trying to find a species that are able to do the job for us. Fully consensual, of course. There's no promoting violence against anyone. So if you choose to be part of the experiments, and then the whole process, and then one of the higher-ups will make you do an endurance test to see how long can you perform. Sometimes even more than one of them would do the experiments too. Well, you see, we have a loads of our own waiting to reproduce, and seem like the human DNA is close to us, so it would work perfectly. We have been making these trips for decades now, so you don't need to worry. You won't be the first one, and if you want, you won't even be alone. So, if that helps. So that's what they do. They see how fast you are, how many times you can satisfy one of our higher-ups, and just the general way to see how do you perform under pressure with more than one candidate and so on. So what do you say? Will you be willing to be part of something bigger and might help repopulate the planet, or even more if we have enough candidates? What do you say? Me? What do you mean by that? Oh, am I part of the experiment? Well, you're not supposed to be in the first place. Neither should I talk to you or even mention these, but if I get them a willing candidate who is actually able to, why not? You're quite good looking compared to being a human. I mean, the ones I saw so far weren't that attractive to my eyes, but you will do just fine. So, to start, I want you to relax a bit, and with that, I just take this part of the suit off, move it aside a small bit, and just, this won't hurt at all. I need to get this on you, just like that. This on your head will give me the readings of the experiment. Obviously, we're gonna modify a few of your brain waves to help. let's just say that. It's the easiest way to explain it to you. And this contraption will do the experiment on you before you're able to get to the higher ups. You thought you would be... Oh, no, not yet. I need to do this first, but don't worry, you will enjoy this too a lot. This is a special piece of equipment that will imitate human intercourse, so to speak, inside your mind. Especially once I put this on you too. Then I just turn it on and there we go. If you want, you can just design a different hologram, so to speak, inside your mind, but I see it in my little device actually, which is very exciting. I've never done this before, but with the two machines working together, it will create a lifelike picture, so to speak. You can almost even, you know, like touch them. It's part of the magic, so to speak, and they can do whatever you want them to do. Nothing is off limits, nothing is a taboo. Just have the time of your life with them, or you know, your own design. Nice touch in said design. I quite like what you were doing with them. It's very creative. How amazing. If I could just turn it up a notch. Oh my, your numbers are extraordinary. I can see why you were the one on the list of potential humans to abduct. Well, more like borrow. This is quite inspiring. These are amazing. I'm so excited for that. Maybe turn it up a tiny bit. There. Oh wow. Okay. Now turning it off. I must say these results are quite satisfactory. I almost feel like I want to join the next session to test your limits. Is the heavy breathing normal for humans after an encounter like this? I'm not really sure. Let me just... It should be. Okay, then it's fine. If you're up for it, I want to see how far you can go for myself. What do you say, human? Should we see what results you will give with someone who is actually here? I think that would be quite fascinating to see, and with consent, of course. Like I said, I don't want to violate any human being. They might be scarred for life, and that's not going to be okay at all. It might actually change the cells in your body, and you would give something to the offspring you would have. So what do you say? Wonderful. Let's see if I just